guys, I just finished my series on Netflix, Hunt the Watcher. What really bothers me here is I look up for the actual address of that area. Apparently the phone call that the police of New Jersey received at that house at 657 Boulevard was 60 times. Ow, that's really cringe. And top of the food chain, they really don't want people to view the house. Like literally, New Jersey laws passed through the legal lawsuit to make the house invisible in Google. So I went and dig some disturbing news, and apparently I'm not the only one. A lot of people is looking up for that story. 657 Boulevard is used to be a haunted house, like really haunted. And not just the normal standard haunted, is about the actual size haunted, like from stalking messages and no electronic. That one is a very Victorian house, the very old house that I never thought of hearing, the cowboy era type. And then apparently I went and looked it up after I watched The Watcher last night. Was my last season, and I was like, holy shit, that house is real. And I am stunned. Like, from what I'm hearing about, updated last was November of 30th 2022, last year. That house have nearly 60 times the police call, and the police was caught up to go look it up because of burglary or whatsoever, that kind of house. But to no surprise, the police don't found nothing. Like literally, that place is completely clear. No disturbance, no nothing. It's completely cleared, but somehow the mysterious part is why the police was caught 60 times in that address. So I cannot get a hold of anyone in New Jersey. I don't have anybody in New Jersey, but I went and did some digging, and trust me, there's nothing pleasant about this. I'm gonna pull up Google. Maybe somebody in New Jersey can like tell me what is actually going on there. Like, honest opinion, I see Google, that house is invisible. Like no point of showing. But I'm gonna like capture window real quick. This is actual house, like the actual house in Boulevard. This is what you get after search up, and they know the address. Just when we go to the Google view, it's not looking fine. Look at it. What disturbs me is if you look at the surrounding area, it doesn't blur. But if you look at the particular address, 657 Boulevard, it great. Means it's haunted and very haunted. Nobody in the world wanna go there. Honest opinion, I don't wanna be there either. But from what I'm looking at the news, that house have the weirdest thing on earth. Like, how? The house don't have any internet, no calling system, no nothing. That house called 60 times to the police. I am stunned. I'm really stunned to look at it. But from what I'm initially looking at is the New York police post. The current homeowner of 657 Boulevard, Westfield, New Jersey, the property otherwise known as the real-life home from the Watcher. Intriguing. And the house was visited 58 visit with the police since the early back in July 2019. The post can repost Andrew and Allison and purchase the home. Andrew and Allison Carr purchased the home at a sufficient discount at $959,000. And the record from that house is out of the blue. And it says on the newspaper, it appeared that in October 2021, Westfield police told the Post there have not been any threatening communication since the new owners took over the house. Means it's definitely stopped. But 657 Boulevard, that house is top of the food chain. Like, really, let's put it this way, nobody wants to go there. If you look in the surrounding, it's completely still visible. Like, you can view other places, you can view places, great ones. Like this house, this house looks fantastic. I like the interior, the blue one. But other than that, 657 Boulevard is a no-go. Like, if you guys want to visit a real-life haunted house, do me a favor, don't ever stay there. Like, no matter what, stay out of the Victorian house. I really intrigued. The police have very updated posts here. And if you guys want to know the interior, this is what I can see. I don't know whether I can. This is the New Jersey police bought the house, but this is the level 1 of the house entrance, and this is the dining hall. I call it the creepy diner, the diner hall. This is the weirdest. And this is the one that intrigued me the most. And here, the last post is the dinner table. That is scream everything classic, like really classic version of Victorian home. But the problem comes is that place is haunted as fuck. In 1960s, I understand the police don't have anything, nothing, not even the best technology. Let's put it this way. But in the earliest 1960s, the family bought that house, and that house is haunted as fuck, and that place is completely haunted. Like before 1960s, there's no incident case, no nothing, but the earliest case dated for 657 Boulevard is straightforward. One of the incident problem. You can even see the earliest police case. That guy was on the FBI wanted list. And I myself stunned looking at the news, and I'm like, okay, let's look up for the house. So Google decided to block it. Let's put it this way. Google and haunted house doesn't work together. But you know what? Haunted house is scary and sketchy, and I don't feel safe neither. Even if I'm like a brand new owner of that house, I will dig through the history. Like, for example, I go move into Westfield Boulevard. I find a house that I want to buy. I literally look at the history first. But that house, 657 Boulevard, used to be a 1960 crazy land. And how I say crazy land is how New Jersey back then doesn't have the technology, and the DNA test gonna take many hours or many days, even extended to a month or two, then you can get a DNA test. But what in 657 Boulevard that on earth killed 3 children, 1 parent, which is the mother, and then the mother-in-law. That's what they said in the newspaper. They were killed in 1960. And 18 years down the road, a new homeowner bought it. Then the case keep coming, and it's getting creepier. If you guys don't understand what is the most creepiest thing, you can immediately go back and watch. I'm very sure I can look at the real life threatening letters that I have. Okay, this is creepy. It says 657 Boulevard is obnoxious to move in. It's obnoxious for you to move in. It has been years and years since the young blood ruled the hallways of the young blood play in the basement, or are they too afraid to go down to there alone? I would be very afraid if I were them. It's far away from the rest of the house. If you were upstairs, you would never hear them scream. And the signature is signed by the watcher. Whoa, that is creepy. And that's all. The first incident took place a month after they purchased the house of August 21, 2019. Something had set off the alarm, and the police arrived at the house and checked. They found nothing. Like I said, the interior design of the house is Victorian era, and based in 18th century, that house is built. How on earth it gets so haunted until I don't get it. I literally look it up, and it's a real actual police case. The guy is on the run and the case is unsolved at 657 Boulevard. No doubt there's a lot of investigation going on, but 657 Boulevard is unsolved. Remain unsolved until today. There's nobody can penetrate or pinpoint the 657 Boulevard. I had zero knowledge until I watched The Watcher like last night, and I was watching the whole night. And yes, I was sick, but I literally watched the whole episode, 7 to 10 episode of The Watcher, and time after time it's mind-boggling. That house is real and that thing is there, and that place is off limit. From what I know, that place is purchased by Andrew and Alison Kerr. Whether they receive creepy letters like that, I'm not so sure, but a lot of the homeowner that bought that house, instantly after 48 hours they run. They literally set the house on sales and run. Like, they drive very fast. I don't know what the hell is the house is haunted from. From a former colonial house, I think it's creepy. But the idea is there. Like, why on earth the stalker is there? That's the first thing. And second, the letters that they have was more than six or seven or 3 letters at most. Then they decided to knock on the New Jersey Police Department, and guess what the department said? Sorry, due to that house is brand new, we cannot do nothing. And they don't have nothing to comment on. It's literally that house is creepy. Like, I see the picture is creepy in the outside interior. There's nothing we can do about it because it's a Victoria area house. And that house is straightforward. Scream, do not enter the house. Do not buy the house. Let's pray to the homeowner of 657 Boulevard. If you guys wish to visit 657 Boulevard, so be it. But don't drag me on all the hell. I am not going to 657 Boulevard for the house. And that house is haunted as fuck. If I'm at that house, I run to the nearest airport and I will fly all the way to San Diego or Chicago. I will not stay there. I personally will say good luck. The 657 Boulevard is no go. Like, it's already shown 657 Boulevard is nothing but trouble. Plus the Google removed the actual address. As far as I can see, that place is creepy as fuck and haunted, and nothing I can say is letting me stay in the house. I can see a lot of people pack their bag and leave that area. I can say that because I really have no idea why 657 Boulevard is the most haunted house I ever seen. And it's screaming. The house itself is screamed like 1860s, 18th century Victorian type of houses. That kind of view in New Jersey. I am stunned to see that kind of living culture is there. And not just one house. The blue house near the 657 Boulevard looks very identical to the 657 Boulevard haunted house and is straightforward, looks like the same thing. But what really bothers me is when you search for a particular house at 657 Boulevard, it turns out invisible. Like, I'm guessing Google don't want us to visit the house because it's bad rumors, bad haunted history, and 1960 criminal can run up the food chain, and the most wanted man running alive unsolved the case. Sheesh. And that place is, from what I'm seeing, these couple of houses are Victorian houses. And down the road, also another haunted house that was blocked. And this one, and this one. All the houses looks very identical, and it's really Victorian, like very Victorian. The house is built in 1906. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around the World War time, and yeah, that is so Civil War. And this is really, for houses, I see Victoria type of house is very fantastical. Just not for me. And haunted, on the other hand, nobody would stay there. I can tell you the neighbor there is all the old folks. And I don't know how to say this, but the New Jersey police sucks. Like, they won't help. That shit is really crazy. 60 police call within the address, and that place bring me haunted memories. Sent 6 people, owner of the house, left the house, bought the house within 48 hours, and they decided to move out. And you know what happened? They were chased out by a haunted ghost, or someone killed something or pet and do something ridiculous to run out the house. I'm personally first thing to say, this is crazy. I never heard of this kind of Victorian house that still in real life and is haunted in the first place. What's very good? So, do us a favor, guys. Do not ever enter that 657 Boulevard. If you see that 657 Boulevard, run! Run as fast as possible. It's all I can advise. I am stunned to see that kind of house is still alive. And if I check on Google, it says home development. So it's like the house is not able to be tear down, and that place is haunted. My mind is migrating, is thinking that house is creepy. Anyone want to shine some light on the 657 Boulevard? I am very intriguing to hear from you guys on what the hell is this. It's like the police doesn't want us to know the case. They hide the case intentionally, and they tell people, oh, the house is not haunted at all. It's like the viewers of the house is very nice. Yeah, intriguing, nice, but creepy. Where is the swimming pool? No, nothing. It's a blank house, and that blank house gives me the haunted feeling. And as shown on the pictures, is really Victorian Aryan house. And if you guys not so sure about Google, you can check out Victorian Aryan house and couple of areas. They have place in a sense of union, but that house is built around the Civil War, and I don't understand why they don't want to demolish that house. Like something happened if the house is haunted, nobody want to care about it. And 657 Boulevard is not just one thing, it's literally more than one cases. And couple of haunted stories. 657 Boulevard is really scared the shit out of me. And I will not pay a dime or a dollar to stay in that house. Not even $500 will let me stay in that damn house. Make no mistake, I will not fly there to stay in that house. I will run away and run far away. That's what the police said. If you guys want to look it up, it's 657 Boulevard. But I'm not gonna give you the actual address, so you can look it up for yourself. And look up for the New York Post time. They have rules and there are couple of news about the house, which is very scary. And I myself scared the shit out of myself last night. So 657 Boulevard, you did me a very hefty, scary scene. Thank you very much. And I wish the house is demolished. That house is nothing but trouble. And trouble is nobody business. That house is really scary. And I will not ever ask anyone on the whole entire earth to buy the house. So that's the end of the story. If you guys are interested, look it up. And if you want to knock down the New Jersey Police Department, you can always talk to them about that house. That house is creepy. Damn, that area is like so creepy. Ugh. Okay, I'm out of here.